Remember Buster Man, he served you well.
Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
What am I name? Shaggy? Shaggy, what breed dog are you? Because a dog, me know what I name the Shaggy, you know. So, what breed dog are you? But, let me move on. I don't have the time for comrade today. Today is not a comrade day. Today is a day where I don't think me drink any rum for morning. Let me say me remember. No, me don't drink no rum for morning. So I think I am in good stead. I am in very good stead. We not have much time for comrade today. We're not going waste much of our time on comrade. No. We are going to discuss Jamaica today. If I know Jamaica you talk about, you are going to move on. You see me I say? If you have nothing good to say about Jamaica today. But no, let me take a small trip across the pond and go over Canada. Because you have one little man in Canada. I will call him Suchman. Suchman, please try to go through one of your program. One of them there. And not call me name. You know, so me not call for your name again. Because me no think say you're relevant. You're not relevant to the whole discussion what me I have. My reasoning is at a much higher level than you. So, me no call your name. And you can't stop calling my own name. Because I don't know why you still feeling it if you call my name. So, just that alone me have to say to you today. Just don't call my name. Low me. And me low you. Right? Because the difference between me and you is that I do not have to come here and tell no lie. Me not have to come here and make up no pass. Yeah, don't call no labor right name. Stop call labor right name. And see how much taps and roses you get. Yes, cause a labor right forward, you know what try get. So just make it a point of duty. No call no labor right name and see. If your day's collection is the same. Right? Don't call the PM name and see how much you get for that day there. Right? Such man are you may talk to. Me not call the name. Right? But today is about Jamaica. And if all who can challenge that list of what me go through now, you have to move up. These are all the things. And no, you know say me go through that list, but me figure one different way me I go do this. That's why me can set it up Saturday night. And we are going to try be on Saturday night. And we are going to have, I said me can set up one political quiz night. Yes. Probably sound good. Political quiz night where we are going to give away some phone credit. That's the easiest thing if you give away these days. Phone credit to who can win. Good afternoon, Junior and Nana. Bless up yourself. Right. We are going to have one political quiz night. On your birthday. Oh, yes, Saturday. Oh, yes, Saturday, Ashika birthday party. We are keeping us to know. Yes, man. We are going to Ashika party, but I won't get the present. Sound good? Yes, Ashika party, but I won't get the present. So, shall go pass through a little bit. Because me say Ozzy have some big plans, so we probably not go hear from now from about Friday, we not go hear from her. Because Ozzy have some plans where me no want to tell her about them, you know. But pack. Today info strong. Then how today info strong and me info the dung so I drink some compare. Info the supposed to drink some compare, man. But me go through them something at one. And we are going to try to explain to people what does these development mean for Jamaica. Because for those of you who tune into the Prime Minister in New York over the weekend, if you don't learn anything wrong with the Prime Minister say, I'm going to repeat one part of it when I want. Me need to take note. It's not the first him say it. You repeat it all the while, and I don't think people, majority of the people, them out there put any value upon what I'm saying. Over the years, over the decades, especially under the People's National Party, Jamaica has never focused on building their economy and teaching the people about the value of a strong economy. Yes, successive government, especially the PNP. Or me can't get bright enough and say only the PNP, you know. Because every Labour Party government has always been focused on building the economy. The PNP has always been focused on giving away what is saved. So I can be bold and say the People's National Party government has never ever focused on economic growth in the country. The People's National Party focus has always been taxation and borrowing. Taxation and borrowing. Taxation and borrowing. That has always been the plan of the People's National Party. That is why if we check 18 and a half years in government, new and increased taxes for 16 of them. New and increased taxes for 16 out of the 18. Jamaica Labour Party in government since 2016. 7 years of no new taxes. And this the sharpest decline in our debt to GDP ratio ever. So one of the party, taxation and borrowing, the other one, economic growth. Right? That is the difference. So whenever you hear people telling us, anybody you know here telling us the two parties are the same, tell them says lie. One of them believe in tax and borrowing, the next one believe in growing the economy and fixing the country. But even with the level of taxation and loans where the PNP got through, there was still no improvement, no, let me not say no. There was still marginal improvement in our infrastructure. Me never hear that when them have a national reserve. Life media, me don't understand that. Me don't understand that. If they can retype it there for me. Right? They have never been, the focus of them has never been to grow an economy and to make the people benefit. It has always been about the next election. Yeah? The PNP plan has always been about the next election. Well, let me try it again. Let me pin it there so I can get it in. Me never hear that them have national reserve. They mean, no, but the national, they need have a, you mean the NIR? You mean the NIR? The NIR was borrowed money, you know. We need to do something about college fee. Jaquan cousin about college. I agree. Yeah, man, I agree with that. But Jaquan, the government has made so much available in terms of scholarship that I believe that count when it comes to doing something. Triple Dimple, good afternoon. That count. When it comes to scholarship, they have made so much funds available. And I'm not talking about even removing the guarantor from student loan. When it's scholarship, the government have made so much available in scholarship that I believe if students like yourself, I suspect you are one, should just do some research and get themselves something. Lots of it. The Ministry of Health have it, the Ministry of Education have it, and I believe OPM have some scholarship too. Lots of them available from this government. So, Principal, good evening. So just do check it out and see. But I agree, college prices are too high everywhere you go. So maybe something will soon be done about that. You don't know where to start. All right. And I am 100% sure that the Ministry of Sports also have some scholarships available. Just visit the website, and if you just send me an inbox, and me help you track down some scholarship figure there, so. Right? Send inbox me and me help you track them down, because the government is giving them out, them out. People just need to help in finding them. And me not afraid to help, Unlike the PNP, who would rather see one of them one dead than help them. I will assist. But that is the issue we have now. So when you hear people say the two parties are the same, the two parties is not the same. The difference between the two parties is like night and day. How should I say? It's like Monday and Friday. The difference between the two parties. Monday to Friday, not Friday to Monday. Right? But may I go through some of them here, and we see. So one of the first one we have on the list is 4 hospitals under construction. 4 of them. The question may come up, what does this mean? How 4 hospitals help me? How 4 hospitals help me? Well, 4 hospitals help you in the need that when you're ready, you never know when your day might come, and you need to turn up a one. Right? But when it comes to our health services, we have to modernize them. And truth and in fact, majority of the time, we can modernize new service in the same old building. Building we are 70-year-old, 80-year-old, 230-year-old. We can't modernize, we have to modernize building now. Buildings are now being constructed far better, far more efficient. See, I know in the construction itself. Right? We have different concrete that allow your building to be cool, that allow them to be warm. Right? So we have to renew the infrastructure in the health sector. And the beginning is not the end of it, The beginning is the construction of these 4 hospitals. So we have to modernize. We have to make our health sector a more first world health sector. That is the first mission. So we have 4 hospitals under construction right now that is gonna put a great feather in the cap of the service we offer at our hospital. Well, Sunshine, let me tell you this. I have a good friend, he's a comrade. I don't want to talk in business for you, so But right now, he's at the hospital. And the surprise when me talk to him, Sunshine, is that he's actually on a bed. Yes. He is at the hospital now, and he's on a bed. And he was one of them on social media who said, no bed, no the hospital. Big up my friend if you listen to me. I don't call your name. I don't want nobody know your business. But he was one of them on social media right here. Yeah, man, I'm getting 4 meals too. He was one of them on social media saying no bed, no the hospital, and people are sleep on floor. But right now, he's in the hospital. He has been there for about 2 weeks now. He's on a bed. And he's comfortable. Yes, man. So people are there, right? We have to build out infrastructure. We can, 40 years ago, the population size then is different from now. We have growing population and we have aging population. So as we go along, the demand for the health service are going to be far greater. So the same 10 hospital we used to serve 200 people, the same 10 hospital cannot serve 2,000 people. So that is where building out the hospital infrastructure comes in. And as me say, 4 new hospitals, it is a start. Yeah, man, all of them is being upgraded, you know. But as I said, the four major one nurses is just the start that. We are modernizing our entire health service. So all of the hospital them, including the 230-year-old Kingston Public Hospital, will be rebuilt. We must admit that building has now served its purpose. It has served out its time, and it's time that we have a brand new public hospital, more modern. Because whole heap of things that we have now, that building never built for them access there, you know. So we have to actually build a more modern building now. We have different equipment where we are moving. We have different elevators and them something there. Them building, they never have them something there in time. Right? So that is what it means for when we say we have 4 hospitals under construction. Yes, the Comrade them we tell us a hospital can't eat. But development is not all about your belly. Yeah, so when you hear the Comrade them say that, tell them say developing a country is not all about your belly. It's about your well-being also. Right, so 4 hospitals, that are the first one. The next one is 200 schools. Each of them is getting new blocks as a new sets of classroom. 200 schools. Now, question where the PNP they like to ask. How much school and you build for incoming? 200 schools are getting a new block. Right? 200 of them. And we are now way advanced in the constructions of our 6 STEM schools. So 200 schools are getting them new block, and we are advanced in the construction of our 6 brand new STEM schools. Again, the PNP will tell us that school can't eat. But an education population, an educated population will never vote PNP. That's why we want to educate the population. Alright, Bloom, see that? Bloom give me breaking news. Bloom said one of the same school is already completed. That is breaking news from Bloom. One of the same school is already completed. Right? But as me say, the PNP are willing to tell you, hold on, Steve Wright say you are talking crap. Hold on, Steve Wright, let me pin your comment here, so. Steve Wright, please tell the people them. Please tell the people them the crap that I am talking, Mr. Wright. You say you are talking crap. Tell me, tell me. An educated population will never vote PNP. Yeah? And you know how I know that? I'm going to give you 3 names. You have a brother on TikTok named Phoenix King. You have Travi and you have Winner. You know what them 3 persons have in common? Let me tell you what them 3 persons have in common. All 3 of them grew up in PNP household and a strong PNP influence. All 3 of them went off to university. All 3 of them doing research to find information that will sink the Labour Party, came out as a Labour right. Here, all 3 of them went in search of information that will prove to them that the PNP was the better party for Jamaica, and all 3 of them come out as Labour right. An educated population will never vote PNP. People who want to achieve stuff for themselves, who want to build generational wealth, will never vote PNP. If you want to create a generational wealth where you can make your picnic them better off, where you can leave one room for them, so them can come add one room for them picnic, will never vote PNP. And you know why? Because Here is the mighty one. So mighty one say, what about the person? All right, I agree now, but here's the difference. And me glad you asked, mighty one. Let me pin your comment and respond to you. Mighty one say, what about the persons who were PNP, who were JLP and is now PNP? Well, let me teach you the difference, mighty one. People switch from PNP to JLP for ideological difference. Them idea switch. Them realize that the PNP can help them achieve. People switch from JLP to PNP because them realize that when they go PNP, PNP give you things. Here? Handout. One switch because of handout, one switch because they want to work for things. They want to achieve things. That is the simple difference. So you're right. I'm glad you asked so I can answer it, That is the difference, sir. Handout. Some switch to get handout. Some of them, they switch for power. They no, thank you. No, yes, of course, I will agree with you, They both do handout, yes. But one of them tell you, say, this handout when I do for you is temporary. And that one is not the PNP. There you go. Let me move on now. So, as me say, 4 brand new hospitals, 200 schools are being given new blocks, and 6 STEM schools and construction is on the way. One is completed already. Now, health centers are being upgraded with brand new ones being built and fully equipped. So apart from the hospitals, we're also working on the secondary health service too. It's not everything do you if you run a hospital. Some of them you can run your health center. So we are trying to make the health center them more accessible and more equipped. Health center now have fully staffed with doctors, not doctors on duty at health center, and fully staffed with nurses at health center, equipment. There's also a program, Philippian, type in the chat for me and tell me what you call it. There's a program where now community health aides are actually going around and checking. Steve Wright, I go block you because me know why come me block you out of my chat now. It's not because me no like say I support PNP, But me ask you one question and I know you can't answer me, you come back to about PNP for light. This platform is not for dunce, brother. Here? Yeah. Hold on, let me see what classic say. Operation Refresh. That is it. Thank you, Philippian. Operation Refresh. What classic say. Thank you, Classic. That is so correct. Some of them are now better than even the hospitals. Right? But that is the level of development that we are going through now. So we are doing the primary healthcare and the secondary healthcare. Everybody will get a boost. Because we have to bear in mind, that as our good and best health minister we've ever had tell us that it's not every sickness where we have to run to hospital. Some of them we can prevent with some early checks. Do you hear? No, I wish PNP politician is gonna be extradited. I hope I'm a golden. What plan does the government have for a Jamintel building? Life Tech. I remember, a couple years ago, there was plan. It was supposed to be the high command of the police force. That's the last plan me know about it, Reggie. I don't quite sure if there's any more. I knew there was plan to set it up and be a police high command. So I am not sure if that plan is still on the table. But I can check and make you know. But me know there was plans for that building come time ago. Right? So that is it for the health center. And here is the cracker now. Here's a very important one. 6 brand new naval vessels for patrolling our waters. And that 6 they will buy increase our fleet to 7. That means that under the PNP administration, the Coast Guard only have 1 vessel to patrol the entire waters of Jamaica. Under a PNP administration, but I am sure that the fisherman where Peter Bunting wanted to employ to watch the borders would have been well equipped. But 7, and there is 22 speedboat also on order. So within the next 2 years, our Coast Guard is gonna be well equipped to patrol our waters. Now, the PNP again will tell us a speedboat can't eat. But we have to cut off the supply of guns and drugs coming into the country. We have to cut the supply. It doesn't matter if the police every year then go around and tell us, say, boy, we find 1,000 gun, take 1,000 gun off of the street last year. But 2,000 are coming. We have to choke up the supply. Right? The police has been making some great stride when it comes to stopping them at the port. Not 100%, but they have been making strides where that is concerned. So we have to cut down them, the supply, the water. We know them are coming off by the sea. So we have to cut off that. So we move the supply for boat from 1 single boat under the PNP to now them have 7 brand new ones. And the same old one where we beach up. And 22 speedboat is an order, which will be delivered soon. Right? And now we soon get down to the list. So there we go. Speedboat. 6 Mr. Fake account where you use that. If this was any other day, I would tell you if you fuck off and come off on my platform. But today is a peaceful day, so I'm not going to tell you that. Any other day, I would tell you that. But today is a peaceful day, so I'm not tell you that today. Any other day, I would tell you to fuck off. But I'm not tell you today. Right? So again, we go with the boat. 6 brand new helicopters for the JDF. 6 helicopters for the JDF. 6 of them, brand new. We're not buying no second hand, you know. 6 brand new helicopters for the JDF. Again, the PNP will tell us a helicopter can't eat. People's National Party supporters, them bloggers here, and such man from Canada, we tell us a helicopter can't eat. Yeah man, them there already, man. Shower chaps, them there, man. 6 brand new helicopters out of Port Camp. Those are here. Those are what is here now. Everything what me tell you one not come and one soon come. Right? But that is it. 6 brand new helicopters. Because we have to be able to patrol our borders. We have to be able to move from one point to the next with ease. Right? So these are strategic investment. Right? $168 police stations are being upgraded for better working condition. And there will be 11 brand new police stations with Westmoreland receiving 3 of them. So 168 are being improved and 11 new ones are being constructed. 168 police stations are being improved, 11 new ones are being constructed. Now, again, the PNP, what go on Nathaniel? Again, the PNP will tell you say police station can eat. I don't lie me, I tell them, you know, everything what we try to do for this country, the PNP equated to food. It can't eat. It can't put food on poor people's table. But developing a country is not only about your belly. Yeah? And at that we actually go through today. You see, today is a good day. Yeah, man, you see, the PNP deal with 9-day wonder. So then we complain about crime today, but if you buy 2 cars tomorrow, then tell us the car can eat. Because the PNP equate everything with them belly. And if them faulting is where them leader teach them. It's where them leader teach them. Let me leave off the Savannah Inferno and get them bed and all of that. I'm telling you about the STEM school them already. Right, I'm telling you about the STEM school them already. The Southern Coastal Highway project, including Montego Bay Bypass and Newtowns, are being built in St. Thomas, Portland, and St. Mary. Now, I'm going to get to pension yet, Petal. The Southern Coastal Highway project, which means when you leave out of Kingston and go St. Thomas, you can take one road, go all the way back on to Ochireas, and leave Ochireas and go right down to Montego Bay. You leave, you drive from St. Thomas, you go right round, you go Portland, you go St. Mary, you go St. Anne. Now again, the People's National Party supporters. You hear Marshall, listen to Marshall now, you hear this? That's why I'm telling you about this. You see, Uno PF, hear this man I say, he would rather 100 tractors for farmers. You see, Uno mentality is what destroy countries, Marshall. You think you're smart when you make that comment, but you don't realize you're an idiot. Let me ask you this, Marshall, as a supporter of the People's National Party. When the People's National Party was in power, and they were taxing the people of Jamaica for 16 out of 18 years, did they buy 100 tractors give farmer? Answer me, Marshall. Mr. Johnson, when the People's National Party, where you support, was in power, did they buy 100 tractors give any farmers? May I wait, you know? Did they buy 100 tractors give farmers, Mr. Johnson? This government, you know, they may not buy 100 tractors, but them a buy boat engine, give all of the fishermen them, and they now give them it for patrol the border and tell them when drugs are coming. So baby steps. Don't worry. The agriculture minister soon get to. They did not have the resources like now. That is where you must put in your pipe and smoke. And the resources where them have now, it never come overnight and never something we're giving. It's something where this government work hard and earn. So don't come now with your grand plan about buy 100 boats. Your government should have done better at managing the country and them could have buy 100 boat, 100 tractor. Don't come here with the stupidness. You think 100 tractor give farmer instead of helicopter to fight the crime we have. The agriculture minister soon come and now yourself about 100 tractor. The man say mother rather 100 tractor than the helicopter them. Me tell you, no mentality is always the handout one, make we give it this and give it that. Every day me accuse you say you love handout and freeness. And every day you try to come with the same thing because you don't know better. Uno don't know better. Right? Now, as we say, a brand new town center bill for St. Thomas, Bonbrook in a Westmoreland, Knackershead Business Center in a Portmore. All those are brand new projects. And you know the beauty about them projects, Mr. Johnson? Taxpayers' money are fund them. Taxpayers' money. I build out a government pocket where you can see where your tax dollar go. Right? So don't come here and tell me say you would rather 100 tractor than the helicopter. If you wanted to sound smart, you should have said, can the government say they can buy some tractor and give out to? But you can't say, rather than invest in our security forces, you'd rather the government give you the money and buy some tractor. How that makes sense? Ask for another project. Don't say one is more important than the other. Because if we don't stop the criminality, if we don't stop the guns and the drugs from passing through Jamaica, the farmers don't have a chance. We not bless up yourself. Here, we have to stop the guns and the drugs from coming to Jamaica. Then the farmer, when you want to get the tractor, are the only way he might go prosper. So when you try to sound smart, go over such man live. He my idiot. He can't help you. Now come here so with it. Yeah, man. Don't come here so with it when you try, but you would rather than invest in the security forces, you want some tractor to give you. So when the gunman come to rob the farmer, helicopter won't drive down inflation, Papa Marshall, and a better day, Mr. Johnson. I would have tell you if you fuck off and come off on my platform, but today I don't feel to tell you that. So I'm not going to tell you. You don't have no sense. I not entertain you, you don't have no sense. Helicopter won't drive down inflation. You hear the people them dumb and stupid? You hear how them dumb and stupid? Better I did say, you not feel your belly. You not full in belly either. Because all you think about is no belly. Let me move on. Remember that now. So don't close that highway on the town. Yes. The government is also embarking on a project to improve 11 beaches island-wide. 11 beaches. Last night, my good friend Debbie and the Black. Debbie, good friend of mine, they sit down on our platform sometime and discuss little thing about Jamaica. And there was a young man on our platform last night. And I go say, I can't remember exactly how the conversation go when me join. When me join, the young man was saying that all of the beaches in Montego Bay, including Dump Up Beach, that used to be free back in the days of a pay, if go on all that stupidness. So me jump on and me correct him, Mr. Burden, you're telling a lie. Dump Up, what used to be Dump Up Beaches now is still free. And another gentleman tell him, say, all of the beaches in Mobile that used to be there are still free. And you know what that man tell me when we correct him? The man say, a long time him no got no beach down there. But the last time him pass, him see some zinc up around Dump Up Beach. And when him pass, him see it look pretty. So him say, I must pay, you have to pay if you go in. Yeah, man, we don't want the farmers get free things. But Marshall want free tractor so they can go thief them and sell them. The man say, a long time him no go one beach. But the last time him pass, him see Dump Up Beach look so pretty. Him assumes I must pay, you have to pay if you go there. And he said, then if it's an assumption, you cannot come on social media and speak it as if it is facts. So yes, the government is improving 11 beaches for public access. Now for your pay go on enough for public access so the public can enjoy it. So we are not anti-development and we don't encourage you to be. Right? At Negril and Harmony Beach Park, yeah, that is it. That is one of the flagship one we are going to come out. So yes, we're not leaving out of the development. 38 new fire truck and 35 new ambulances, as well as 6 new fire stations. Let me go again. 38 new fire trucks, 35 new ambulances, and 6 brand new fire stations are being constructed. Majority of the fire stations them finished already. These numbers are ridiculous. Well, I wish. 38 new fire trucks, 35 new ambulances. Yeah, man, when your mother take you, you can go cool out on one beach, man. See him, so? Yeah, Hellshire is the road. You know? Hellshire is one of them that is going to be redeveloped too. Yes, Hellshire Beach is on that list. Hellshire Beach is there. Hellshire really needs some development for you. 2 health centers in St. Thomas open. Why? Hey, me surprised people out of St. Thomas still know the name PNP, you know. I'm surprised at that when I tell you not to write it. 2 health centers out there. Brand new town center, brand new highway. And St. Thomas people still remember the name PNP? Huh? 1,437. 1,437 brand new vehicles for the JCF. That is from 2016 till now. The last 40 was handed over a month ago. 1,437 brand new vehicles for the JCF. Think of that number there. That is in 8 years, you know. That is in 8 years. That eclipses what the PNP supplied to the police in 16 years. In 18 years. 1,437. 168 garbage trucks along with 20 water trucks. Gunboat Beach, yes. Gunboat Beach, yes. 168 garbage truck. Now me go get, yeah. Along with 20 fire trucks. That is from 2016. Malvern in St. Elizabeth Clinic is real. All right, there we go. These are all achievement for the government. Best PM, bless up yourself. 172 brand new buses with another 200 another. 172 brand new buses for the JUTC. And the significance of everything that I've read out so far, you know, is that all of these are done with taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money. I mean, that is being done while have 7 budget of no new taxes. There, thank you. Little shower. Little shower, enjoy it, my winner. There you go, little shower. May I give up the name now? Yeah. Little shower, we call them. Right? That is the running. Now, can we compare any era of the PNP to these? 357 brand new social homes for people living in poverty. These are the houses where the Prime Minister go out and give. Well, these are the project where the PNP try to badmouth. Yeah? 357 brand new 2 and 3 bedrooms, you know. 2 and 3 bedrooms. Me not talk no 10 by 10 with pit toilet, you know. I am not speaking of 10 by 10 with pit toilets. I am speaking of 2 and 3 bedroom houses that comes with water tank. Right? That comes with water tank. Not 10 by 10 with pit toilet in 2024. No. The PNP like to badmouth this project and tell us a be a labor right I get. But let me answer you this. You see, if that was true, it would mean that the Labour Party members of Parliament are very workless. Because every member of Parliament have a right to nominate people in their constituency that need it. So if it's only the Labour Party members of Parliament that nominate people, then it means that them alone care. If that argument was true. But you see, to me, personally, no very strong PNP supporters that benefit, I can rubbish that claim. When the Prime Minister give out houses in a weird color, paint them in a green. Mr. Fenton and his friend them in the last election and give away one door and paint it orange. When the Prime Minister hand out these houses in we party color and we government closing, we go hand them out. 357 out so far and up to another 300 under construction right now as we speak. This is the Hope House program. The PNP like to ask, what do you do for the poor? Green Pan Health Center renovating right now. All right, there you go. What you do for the poor? The promise of this government is to get people out of poverty. It's not to hug up people and say you're poor, so me I hug you up. No. We have to break it at a generation. That is why one of the things where this government implement, well, I'm myself in the panelist, no, me never look, is the Jamaica 60 trust fund, where the children of part beneficiaries can look forward to a little something when them turn 21 to start life. So if this generation is on part, your next generation will not have to be. Yeah? If this generation where you have now, if your mother is growing up on part, you won't have to. And that is the plan of this government. It's not to hug up poor. It is not to hug up poor. It is simply to say we are
Chuck,
yeah.
you don't know if you minimize the box that one person can come up at a time, but I just came up to tell you this, that something that we're missing about, we not discuss it a lot or bring it up, the Jamaica 60 Hope Trust Fund for part beneficiaries.
That's what I just mentioned. I don't think
that's the one. Yes, so yeah, it's now at $750,000. So when if their child was born after 2022, they would get $750,000 once they reach the age 18, and they can use that
18 or 21.
And then they can use that $750,000 to put towards their education, starting a business, or paying down on a house. So it's a trust fund for persons on path, children on path, once they're born, after they're born 2022 and after. So these are the things that the PM, this government has put in place to end generational poverty.
Yes, Bloom. It's
Yes.
You remember there was also something that the government offers, that when they go to heart and they finish, them get a grant or something like that to help start up them business.
There is a $100,000 grant available if you want to start a business at heart. And also, if you have an established, if you have an established business, you can get up to $1 million.
Who is that?
Yo,
Yes,
Johnny.
a child of God. Isn't she trying to say something?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, she mute her mic.
Yeah, I think
Open your mic, sir.
somebody was talking to her in our background.
Oh.
Right, but that there we go. So those are some, as I said, the plan of this government is not to keep people on part for the rest of their life or for generation after generation. There has to be an end in sight. There has to be a generation of you where can actually hold up your head higher.
And what I want you to mention as well, Chuck, is about the Trans-Jamaica Highway that Jamaicans now own.
All of them on the list coming.
We own them, so we have shares in these. So this can help alleviate poverty and create generational wealth for all.
In all honesty, sorry for cutting morning everybody. Afternoon. Chuck, it's been a minute, but quickly I want to jump on the Trans Jamaica Highway thing. I believe we should be selling those shares to Jamaicans specifically, and even Jamaicans living in Jamaica. Block it from any foreign national from buying into it. That's what I believe should be done. My personal
Jamaicans
opinion.
And there's a mechanism in place to prevent rich people from buying out certain amount of shares.
No, I think
I'm on board with that.
Well, we now say,
it's already there for a long time.
Only Jamaicans living in Jamaica.
Only locals.
Right. But as I said, those are some of the things where the government have in place in order to break the cycle of generational poverty. Right? And we have to put things in place to break it. So when we on the list now, 357 social homes handed over so far, and another 300 under construction. So within the next couple of weeks, couple of months, that are going to move up to over 600. you know, get better than that to take people out of poverty. Give them better living condition. Give people better working condition. Social, yes. So 57, we have Wi-Fi coverage. Wi-Fi coverage have reached 84%, and all government buildings now are fully air conditioned with Wi-Fi access.
Yes.
So remember in a when was it? There was a couple of strikes at some of the government buildings, including the courthouse. When the judges are complaining, say them is too hot. Them not no AC.
But even more, Chuck, again, even more recently, that PNP lawyer, she's thinking about leaving. These are part of her growth. You know, the working condition and all of this part of her growth. Yes, so she named
Valerie Nita. She's not working in a public service.
I know she doesn't work in public service, but I'm saying regarding the courthouses and government buildings that aren't, you know, in proper working conditions in terms of having been, you know, fully fitted with air conditioning and Wi-Fi and all of that. If you check it, these are part of her growth where she are complaining about the condition, the working condition. As a practicing lawyer, she would have encountered these places, courthouses and all of that, which for years haven't been in good condition.
I understand, but they're done massive improvement. No, so I don't understand.
Who is Diddy? Who is Diddy? Well, I'm going to answer Diddy quick. Diddy?
Who is Diddy?
If hospital, if the nurses them are run with better, then that means that they're ambitious. Yeah, they don't do nothing wrong. They might try further themselves. Nothing wrong with it. In the words of Vibes Cartel, as one gone, one born.
Remember, a 500 million per year. we are give out a scholarship to replenish in the nursing field, you know, the entire medical field, and that is just one initiative. There are other initiatives to which people may obtain scholarships, so we can continue be, you know, bringing up new nurses and doctors and other medical professionals.
And one gone, one born. So the nurses and the teachers.
So people are graduating every year.
Yes. The nurses and the teachers that get an opportunity to go overseas, there's nothing wrong with it.
Let them go and get experience.
People feel like they might do something bad because they are proud of themselves. That's why I'm telling you, PNP is a dangerous setting up. Just because a nurse or a teacher get an opportunity to go overseas, there's nothing wrong with it. Make them take it and go on. Nurses and teachers been migrating to other countries since the beginning of nursing and teaching. It not going to stop today and it not going to stop tomorrow.
Philip, I need to go off track a little bit. I don't really mean to go off track. Philippines and everybody. When you hear anything about Kilvera, or when you supposed to go back at a court?
I have no idea. I don't even know when I that next. No. But the idea is that if you're a nurse and you're a teacher and somebody offer you a job overseas where you can survive and make your family better, take it. Don't make nobody make you feel like you do something wrong. Take it. Go overseas, work and improve yourself and improve your family.
Of course. Chances are you can retire back in your own country.
Back in your own country. Stop make PNP make you feel like when you not try to improve on yourself and not do something wrong. PNP plan is that you don't know if you have nothing. You must always be dependent on them. That's why they make you feel like when you not improve on yourself and not do something wrong. But
can I make a point?
Yeah?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
This is Shermar. Hi, I heard today, I'm not sure how true it is, but I heard where they said, I'm outside if you're having some feedback. So getting some last minute sun. So I heard today that Mark Golding said he's going to be getting rid of the free healthcare and putting in what is called affordable care. Is there any truth in that?
If Mark Golding not talking, I tell a lie.
No, but this is something that we should... This is something... Correct. Because affordable care means that the user pays a fee. Now, are you telling me the poor pensioners that we just start give some of them who never earn money, they now have to go in and pay a user fee? That is what we should expand on to say, people, listen, the government is already giving it because my mother benefit from prescriptions.
Share.
Share. Just say share.
Share. I mean,
it's just Marcia G. Marcia, exactly.
Today, me no plan to discuss PNP today.
No, we are not saying we shouldn't. We are not discussing.
What she's saying, Chuck, is that Mark Golding made an announcement that he's going to ban. Remember, we come in with free healthcare, which is what is actually taking place. People are getting, especially the elderly, get their prescriptions, certain medications free of cost. Mark Golding is saying he's going to abolish that and come with what you call affordable healthcare, which means everybody's got to pay something.
Correct.
Let me tell you.
And maybe programs like the subsidy for the pap smear and what else?
Bring her up. Send up
test. Maybe they will cut that out as well.
So that's what we should be telling. We don't care how I'm gonna do it, but that's what he said.
And a new tax will be implemented.
Yes, and remember there will be a new tax. Remember there will be new tax. Remember, I know the great.
I can't hear myself. I'm outside.
This man name, sometimes him talk something I me hate him, and the next minute him talk something I kind of like. But the Rasta brother, this Rasta brother. No, me hate him and then me like him. This Rasta brother we talk.
Like who?
What the Rasta brother your name?
Foot in mouth disease. Foot in mouth disease, man.
The master I have no affinity towards that.
I saw a clip when the same Rasta brother we me talk about. him one of them will say if it wasn't for the JLP, him would own him company where him own now because the plans that were them put in place. I can't find that clip and I cannot see it. However, and the next thing now, this brother did come out and say the PNP plan to increase taxes.
GCT.
Exactly. So not strange when the PNP come out with them stuff.
And that's why we should sell it. A vote for PNP mean you're gonna lose your free prescription that the government is subsidizing.
I agree with Marcia. I agree with
That's
Marcia.
why we should be pushing.
I think we should be highlighting those things.
Yes.
And letting people realize what are the intentions of the People's National Party.
Especially for the poor, the seniors, the people who never used to get pension are now getting pension. And you're going to take away that for them to pay a health care. Let them go on the defense and defend that.
And may I tell people, if I ask these questions, how will the PNP continue to grow the economy? Hold on, Trevi. May I say, how will they continue to grow the economy? Will social pension be cut? Will second child smile be cut? Will the new limb be cut? All of these services. So we should put these questions out there and flood the airway, because we can we have to make people know, say, yeah, if you vote for something, don't vote blindly. Put it on your WhatsApp. You have a community. You have a community on your WhatsApp, right? So you target that community. You can do so on other social media platforms as well. That's all I'm saying.
A vote for, because I'm not hearing myself, I'm outside. A vote for PNP means that you're going to lose your free prescription. You are already.
Let me add something, please. They're going to a second here. You realize before, you realize most time PNP name calls since you come up?
No, but I understand what we're trying to do.
Let us call them names less now. Point has been taken and let's move on.
My plans today is to go through all of the things that the Jamaica Labour Party has done since 2016.
Okay.
Chubb, I think you should also, when you complete that list, you should go through the 2020 manifesto.
The manifesto, yes.
Yes, go through it.
Promise made and promise kept. Right.
The Labour Party doesn't make promises, sir. We make commitments.
Commitment made and fulfilled.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Straight.
All right, so where was I on the list now? I just go to the free Wi-Fi coverage of the building.
Yes.
It says there will be pension for the elderly, even those who have never worked. So the government social pension program, even if you never work, you can now get a pension. Part program has been upgraded to provide parents with more financial assistance. Hard training is free, with the government paying $67,000 a month for attendees.
Let us go through some of the stuff that they're offering at Heart. So you have the Heart Care program, which provides $60,000 per month. So $15,000 for transportation and $13,000 stipend per week. You have the LIFT program. That program, they will take out your passport, your driver's license. They open a compulsory savings for you. There are other programs such as the business development programs. They have the agricultural program, and they fund you if you want to go into agriculture. Yeah, and they train you. They provide guidance on how to run your business. They offer as I previously stated, the grants, the $100,000 grants. Hold on, somebody's calling me.
And as we say, that is one of the things. One of the things what the PNP failed to do over the years, is that when them call these kind of investment and giveaway, they don't have.
Don't leave out the solar installation program that the government.
I'm coming right down the line. But as you say, Chuck Finley, PNP no give a rat's ass about these things because it can't put no food in them belly.
Can't eat. That's what them will tell you. It can't eat. But these are the things that allow your food to be delivered. If you don't have proper road, the truck can't deliver the food. If you don't have proper health care, it doesn't matter how much food you eat, you're going to dead. If you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't put a picture of the food you're going to eat on the internet. And when you get old, if you don't have a social pension, you're going to end up in a one like a 2-bedroom shack. And then the Prime Minister will come give you a 3-bedroom house.
You don't, Chuck? Sorry, I had to.
$24 billion water program is set to provide Trelawney, St. James, Hanover, Westmoreland with clean water, finally addressing their water issues in the next 2 years. Now, all these people always about water. Finally, there is a comprehensive plan to solve the problem. Not some truck to deliver water, you know. Comprehensive solution to a problem that we have every year. $24 billion in that. The $40 billion Spark program, $3 billion REACH program, and the $2 billion medical scholarship award programs. No, let me go through them 3 there again. $40 billion Spark program. The Spark program is to fix the inner roads. The Spark program is to fix the inner roads. The care program is to patch. Sorry, the REACH program is to patch the major roads that were damaged in hurricane.
Yeah.
That is to patch those. And the Sparks program is to completely rehabilitate.
Not only the big main roads, but most of the community parochial roads.
I don't mean to cut your truck. Quickly, I just see Clyde Williams, you know, I'm a big PNP, said that it is unlawful for the Integrity Commission not to certify the PM statutory declaration.
It is obvious.
I was going to make mention of it myself too, you know.
Yeah, it came on the news this morning.
And who police are come from? Who police are come from?
Chuck was saying that he didn't want to mention nothing, but
the
I
PNP them
was
will spread lie.
You hear that, Chuck?
Eh?
Clyde
It
Williams,
came on
big
the
PNP
news.
lawyer.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
saying
it came on the news.
Listen, the Integrity Commission is digging themselves into a grave that when the Prime Minister decides to dismantle them, they have nobody to blame but themselves.
But is that this man? Because I bet you the next 2 weeks from now, you can mark it on your calendar, or a week from now, you're going to hear resignation start coming from the Integrity Commission one by one. Just check it, you know. I'm not happy, but you will see.
Mario, you know, so today I was saying the same thing. Yes, them are going to start resign and start show some last look at the government. That's what I was thinking that today, so them are going to come with it, man.
But can I ask you something here? So something happening over RGR. What going over there?
Yeah, me is a shake up again.
Yes.
In fact, I have some.
That me never remember that as well.
Somebody said them have something.
I have some friends who work there. You see, and they're telling me that, the cover that they did on the PM, and I believe what's her name again? That lawyer, Diane. I believe Diane as well should have been in the numbers, but I heard that she hurriedly came and apologized and did the backtracking of certain things that she mentioned. Because it seems as if the People's National Party, they place their people in strategic positions, you know.
They're good for that. Run from, man.
Yes. So because they realize now that Andrew's legal team now is going through everything now, and they're going after everyone with the lies that they're spreading. So everybody is now cleaning up their little corners.
They need to go on social media for some of them too.
Remember the RGR chairman, he came out and he support Mark Golden, you know, so the RGR completely is a PNP entity.
From long time.
Man, them owner come out and basically chairman come out and say he's backing Mark Golden.
Publicly, I want to add 2 cents though. And my 2 cents that I want to add is in the form of a question. It is a question I've been asking for the past 2 days, right? Now, in the ruling concerning the reports, according to Mr. Kevin, he says there'll be no finality in the matter until the FID investigate and the statutory declaration won't be certified until he is satisfied. Now it begs me to ask the question, where is the legal standpoint on these actions?
Exactly,
Because if the Integrity Commission has a law to which they have to abide by in their procedural happenings, right?
Exactly.
How is it that these ruling or this ruling and these points in the ruling are subjected to people's opinions and not the law?
Look here.
Again, the man said the statutory declaration will not be certified until he is satisfied. Please.
Why did
that makes sense in the rule of law?
Why did they table the report in Parliament if it's not completed?
Ah, boy.
And I believe that is why.
No, my question is a serious
Minister
question. I beg you all to take a minute and look into these 2 points in particular. There's no legal grounds for these actions that were taken and these positions that were taken. There's no legal ground backing it. They don't have. They are outside of the law. Recommend that the FID and they won't have a finality until FID outside of the law. And the fact that the man says until he is satisfied, the statutory declaration cannot be certified. There is no legal standpoints for these 2 things.
No, and Travi, you are in fact correct, which is why I've been saying to a lot of persons, if you look at the chronology of events, you would have seen where that the Integrity Commission knew exactly that, look, if we should certify the PM's declaration, the PNP would not have anything to say to the Jamaican people. They literally would not have nothing whatsoever to say to the people.
They still do not have anything
exactly.
to say. They're not
so what they're doing
anything.
now, exactly. So they're now resorting to twisting the narrative out there. Cause I see them with them like a puppy show after thing with Bunting and the whole of them. I tried to delve into the thing.
And the only parliamentary seat Bunting going to get.
Yeah. And I have to ask myself, are these people?
Let me say this to you.
When Mr. Real Parliament to keep them damn foolishness, them hungry for power.
Let me say this.
No, Camille, Selena, it wasn't alive, you see the PNP, they see the way they lie and the way how them lie and love to deceive people. It was a pre-recorded thing that they promoted that would be live,
So
where was Matt Bowling yesterday in Parliament?
It wasn't live. It was pre-recorded. Then they streamed it.
It was pre-recorded, then they stream it. You could see, say it was one night in some one of them house. Cause you could see the mountains in the uptown with the light them from the other people them house in the background. Cause I was watching it at first and I thought, but this setup look like it's too dark. This not look. So I said no man. And when I started to observe it properly, and I said why? And you know why they did a pre-recording? Let me tell you why. Because they have to have their lawyers there to sit to make sure that they choose the correct wording. Because if they say anything that without choosing their words carefully, then they know they will be in for a lawsuit. And that's why they cannot have a conversation, live conversation on the topic. They have to sit, only them among themselves, and choose their words so they can edit it and fix it properly.
No follow-up question for no position taken.
Correct.
Nobody to ask a follow-up question for any position taken. Right? That's what that was. And that's not the only thing that I want to point out, Kizzy. Because I was at the town hall meeting. I was there. And there was no time on screen where comments was running up and people was on the big screen that was in the background. There was no point that comments came up and people were commenting all sort of derogatory things. And I see on Twitter, Lambert Brown post such a thing, saying that people put up when he
manipulated the footage. They manipulated the footage. It's two brushes string, Colin. They manipulated the video footage and added that screen, because I went on YouTube and I watched it from the Prime Minister's page and there was nothing like that.
I
And
was
persons were
there.
in the comments who was
Live
there
from.
like you.
I did a TikTok live from there, not for the entire program, but I did a TikTok live from there. I was there. It's a blatant lie, and it shows how far and how low these people will go in order to gain some traction. But it's not working. And the good thing about it is that we're in the information age, and people are having more information. People are more informed, have more access to information and technology, and it's beating them. It is beating them. And that is why they're trying to force the people to believe in them with these false polls that they brought out before. False polls.
It's not working for them, man. It's not.
But you see, my question stand where this is concerned. Kevin's position saying that the Prime Minister's statutory declaration will not be certified until he's satisfied. There's no legal ground for such a move.
So he didn't say until the IC is satisfied.
There is no legal ground for such a move. None. Not only that, you know what else I want? I want to see the private investigators report. We need to see that. Why is that being held and kept private? It's taxpayers' money that's paid for that, and we want it. Another thing, when the first investigation went through and was closed concerning the Prime Minister, before the directors ordered it be a new investigation, we want the report from the first investigation. We need that also to be tabled. And we want the private investigators report. You know, I've been asking for these things, and I happened to hear last night somebody said that Mr. Paul, I didn't hear it myself, somebody said Mr. Paul is on the media stating that private investigator held back some of the findings that he had. And now we have a new question to ask. How does Mr. Paul know that?
Yes.
How does he know that such a thing happened?
Come on, guys, 190 of you
and
here.
what reason would the investigator even hold back things?
Guys, bring up the top.
It's their person that they hired. How? Oh my days! Listen.
So many questions.
This is the thing. That's what we have to get into media. We have to stay on. I call just now. Yeah, we have to stay in media. We have to stay on lives. And you see, the radio. Well, my daughter called me. I soon come back. Let me answer her.
Let me just finish up that. But we have to continue to push back. This morning we had a very lively conversation regarding what we need to do and what members of the party need to do. And this we are talking about the party now, the party, not the government members. The party. What is our people in leadership doing? How are we pushing back to protect our party leader? Not just our prime minister, but our party leader. Because I was listening to the news, right? And according to the news, the people down at the IC learned about a protest, and in doing, but by the time they learned that them calling police on the people, them want to voice them democratic right to protest, and they weren't allowed. Then the news went on to say that the persons in the leadership of the party was not in agreement with it. Now, I don't understand, because on one side we have Desmond Mackenzie saying, you know, we need to fight and push back, and if needs be, we need to take to the street. So who in the party, or where is this coming from that there are persons who oppose it? Because I don't understand. I was really looking forward yesterday to see the people out there letting the IC and the general public know that we will not accept them and them lackluster
Nathaniel,
work.
mute your mic.
And then witch hunt of the Prime Minister and our party leader.
I don't think the news get any such report.
But everyone, you know, I just want everyone to know this. As the days go by, you know, more and more people coming to the realization that this integrity report was clearly orchestrated, you know. As the day goes by, more and more people realizing that this was clearly orchestrated, because when you look at the contents of this report, and I hear Travi mention it earlier, when you look at the contents of this report, you have something in place that says, look, you can go to that institution for any assistance that you want, the MOU with the FID. Why then do you submit the report, and in the very report saying that you want the matter to further? Then now you're going to put that clause to say that, look, until I am satisfied. So it's like you're putting the PM declaration into this tailspin where it cannot come to no conclusion in an effort to give the other man time, to give the other man whatever it is that he needs to twist the narrative. Because the damage, in my view, you know, they thought the damage would have been done. Everybody would have jumped up and said, no, I can't believe this. But when they realize now that people actually looking into the report and looking into the facts now, people say, no, man, we not take that. So now what they're doing now, they're keeping their press conference. They're doing this. They're still on the character of the Prime Minister, which is what they know how to do. If you look at all the election that they have won, it was never about what they have to offer Jamaica, you know. It was always about tearing down the Labour Party leader. Go and look back if you don't believe me. That is all
And this is what we need to put out there as well. We need to put this out there.
We understand
and then ask the question, what are they offering? That is what we need to put out there.
That's what that's about, you know. It's all about demonizing and let me tell you something. Remember years ago, there was no other prime minister that ever had a higher favorable rating than Mr. Holness. In layman terms, he's the most popular and loved prime minister ever in the history of the island. And they are after that. They're trying to break that and bring that down because they can't match administration and policy. They can't match this administration and the work that it has done. They can't match this administration in terms of contingency planning and planning for the future, and not just planning, but executing and putting the foundation in place for the rest of the layout to come into action. They can't match that. And as such, attacking Mr. Holness's popularity. I said it already and I said I hate saying this in public, but it is true. Mr. Holness single-handedly... Hold on, Philippians. Mr. Holness single-handedly delivered 2 elections to the JLP administration. And now, this one needs to be brought home by the entire team. Everybody on board have to step up.
Fully endorse that view.
Everybody on board needs to step up or get up. That's what I'm saying.
I believe people still do love Andrew, even PNP. It is just that you have the separation now, but people aren't voting for Mark Golding, they're just voting for PNP. Mark Golding is not likable. I don't know. People
will never be.
Love Michael. He will never be. He's not likable. People, not even PNP, not liking them, just have voted.
Listen. When the leadership race was about to come into play before, that's when Miss Simpson Miller was leaving the first time. They did a poll internally, and Phillips, Hannah, Bunting, Wickham, all these people poll higher numbers than Mark Golding. They did it a second time after Phillips ran his thing and was about to leave, and he's leaving. And he still wasn't the highest ranked member in terms of favorability in his own party.
Remember,
his own party.
Remember,
we're not talking about national.
Stumble upon a job, you know.
He's a proxy.
The thing is not, Chuck. I will say this, and for those who are not like political fanatics who follow the political process, the day-to-day, stay current with what's happening. A lot of Jamaicans thought that Mark Golding just come and new and fresh. They did not know that this guy has been around for a very long time.
He is
And
not.
then the thing is, a lot of persons did not know that he was such a nasty
Yeah, that's
person.
true. That's true. Nobody, a lot of people
People
didn't
thought
know
that
about
he
him.
was of good character.
Including Peter Bunting, I find that out now too.
Right? A
Oh.
lot of people did not know how low and dirty this man would play.
But let me ask you.
So a lot of them wait 1 minute. Let me make a very valid point, right? A lot of persons was saying Mark better than Lisa because Lisa would give her more challenge, right? But look at what happened. It caused there was a split there before, and it caused even a bigger rift. That traditional die-hard comrades, people who are PNP all them life, they have now turned against Mark, that you almost think say them the pan labor right side, in which that is even still not the fact. And you have some people who disappear completely, who used to be out there a fight for PNP hard. From that race between Mark and Lisa, some people disappear. They're not even on social media anymore. Them take with themselves. Look at even what's your name? Duncan daughter. She left politics completely. Why? They not no faith in him. I don't know want to work with him. A lot of them they won't come publicly and tell us what is happening because them are still PNP people.
Kizzy.
That is still where their mind they.
Kizzy,
Yeah.
I want to add this to your point that you're making. Because the war really does continue, you know. It's just because you're trying to holding it down now. Because whether most people know it or not, there's a gulf between Paulwell and this Rise group, you know. There's a gulf between
That's true. Yes.
Rise group.
That's true.
Yes,
And
I heard of that as well.
if you pay attention to their propagandists for the Rise United group, they have attacked him repeatedly. It's just because him not have people out there in social media for attack back, as well as they're trying to hold it down to try and look like there's a united front going on, but there isn't.
If the rumors are true, right? If the rumors are true regarding the whole debacle with his baby mothers and his murdered child, yeah? If those rumors are true, the people who are around, like my Master Mark right and right now, they had a hand to play in it because some serious rumors out there. And I have to say this, Philip Paulwell used to be a man with a lot of power in the party. But Philip Paulwell reduced now to like a little errand boy. Them send him out figure.
Yeah,
You
man,
know, he's no longer he's not before him used to be a lion. Now him is not. Now him is not even a cub.
Then castrate him.
Thank you, politics and sports.
Guys,
Thank you.
I realize, since the infamous report got to Parliament, and they realize that people don't really buying it. You know, realize that the movie discussion, it is no longer about the Prime Minister declaration, you know. What they are trying to do now, the Prime Minister tell we a lie. He lied too, he never tell us he might be investigated.
He was being investigated. That's right. They are reshaping the conversation.
Thank you. They are reshaping. Me see what's your name there from I think that jump she come from was doing an interview and she was doing
Calder.
Oh, my Prime Minister when me depend on tell me a lie. So all of a sudden the issue of the declaration is no longer important, you know. Oh, the Prime Minister tell you a lie, should have come back on Thursday.
But I tell you this to Chuck. Even the one Daniel Archer, she sat with Diane and was focusing on the same thing rather than anything else.
Daniel Archer was so emotional.
Talking about the lie and all of that.
They send her out to play the emotional politics.
Well, Daniel Archer has not come out to tell Jamaica say she was the legal representative for the Manchester Cooperation 400 million scam. She was the PNP legal representative. As a matter of fact, she served as a board member and PICA when they were in government. So she don't pretend to be a neutral. Because we know you're not.
Precisely.
Question. Why did Mr. Philip Palwell and Julian Ramsey bring a motion to Parliament that report must go to FID when they know that it cannot go there because the report is finished?
Nathaniel,
What kind of criminality is that?
Nathaniel, it is to further the discussion and try to stay within the media and in the news about this whole thing. Just trying to
They wanted to get an headline.
And the PM name within the.
They wanted to get a headline that they can send around, and they did get it because Gleaner did not hesitate to say government members oppose whatever the correct headline what them have there. Can't quote it, but they wanted to get a headline so they could use that to continue mislead the public because they know the people don't listen to Parliament. They know the people don't. They know the people don't read. So to make it seem like okay, the Prime Minister is whatever, and then of course in party members are back him in a government. That's it because they are the majority. So they want to paint everybody as corrupt. That's it.
Is it? The Integrity Commission itself, the Integrity Commission itself knew that there is no way this recommendation would come from the Parliament. They know that. But the idea is to just keep the talking point going. They know that the recommendation was bullshit. Right? But when we say Senegal get Senegal the FID and they refuse, we can't say, oh, because them have something to hide. It's all about giving Mark Golden and his friend them a talking point to continue. So them know say it wouldn't reach there. Palwell knew say them not have the vote for carry no motion go there. But as soon as they enter the seat, the first thing they do was move the motion. Them know say it not go pass, but it's about keeping the narrative where them a try push going. Right? And that's why I believe, say, you see now, that's why I believe thing that this morning when he said there is
it goes to show another thing, it goes to show how political they and into a political football because the FID has already acknowledged that they are looking into it to see if there's enough in order to start a probe. Then why bring this motion days later, roughly 5 days later?
We have to remember too that when whatever is said in Parliament, it goes on record. So they also want to have these on record in the Parliament, you know?
Yeah.
So that is also one of the reasons why they do that.
Yeah, true.
Sure.
Go on, me.
I'm panelists. Two things. First. What if the Commission of Inquiry decide to call back Mark Golding's statutory deduction into question? Would that be legal?
You don't have to call back. Every year.
No. I'm getting somewhere now. So I don't want it to be bomb rush and the point missed.
Oh, no, man. But just to clarify, once the commission finalize your declaration, that's the end of it.
All right. Hold on. But not only that. Further to that.
Let me ask a question.
Just let me finish. Let me finish. Don't let me miss the point, please. Let me just get the point. Further to what you said, from.
Yeah.
Once the report is submitted to Parliament, it must be completed. The report must not be submitted before it is completed. So once it's submitted, it is completed. Now you're asking for a completed report to take up back and send to the FID. Now we are saying if you're going to send the Prime Minister's own to the FID because it is finished, we are also going to ask you to send Mark Golding's own back to the FID too. Because the both of them is finished. From that's my standpoint, and that's the point I'm trying to get in. If you're seeing what I'm saying.
Totally understand.
Once the report is sent to Parliament, it is finished.
But the unfair thing about... Yeah, I got you, you know. But the unfair thing about that, you know, And I spoke to that earlier. The Integrity Commission, or I should say the operatives for the People's National Party within the Integrity Commission, they knew exactly what they were doing. You have to put in the report, and I believe Minister Charles had said that the report is more prejudicial than probative. Why he said that? Because if you look at the fact that the contents that you're putting in the report, you have no basis for some of those contents that you're putting in, but you put it. Like, for instance, you are going to say that a completed report should be further looked at. That's one. Two, you don't have any reason to say that the transactions for the businesses linked to the Prime Minister is in any way doing anything illicit. But now you're saying that you're not sure and you don't want to certify based off those two things. And we're saying that those are not probative. You're being prejudicial. Because if you don't see anything wrong, you can't now assume that there might be something wrong.
After 3 years.
Did the other members go under
Remember, I
that
have 2
scrutiny?
points, you know, so
No.
I have one more point to get, you know. Remember, I
After
have
3
2 points,
years,
so
you
I have
haven't
one more
find
to get.
anything. You're asking for more time because maybe we'll be able to find something.
Something, right.
Precisely.
But let me bring one more point to it. Guys, Chuck, never wit against you. And the wit against you when you have Chavi know when you have a thing.
You have to go
Finish
line
the
up.
list.
Hold on, Chuck.
From Canada with
Hold
the
on,
person
Chuck.
who are against me, you know.
Hold on, Chuck. You started up and you were going through some stuff and it was so interesting. And up until now, Jamaican have not heard of what you were completing. You were distracted, you were thrown off your list, which was very important. And I think the host must get a timepiece to finish his program, finish his list or his speech, and then the panelists start to analyze from there. But you
I
can't take
agree.
something else and throw in the mix and disrupt the whole program. It
I
makes no
agree.
sense.
I
Me
agree.
gone. Me there dream. Me
Actually,
now hold up the box. Me now hold up the box. Me gone. Hey, go ahead.
the list complete. I was at 19 of 20.
Okay, all right. My
The list
apologies.
was 19 of 20.
My apologies.
You finish.
All right. Me there dream. Me gone. Too much
But
noise
you
going in the
know the
background.
Chavi, but you know the thing that literally I'm keep on thinking about the IC, right? The Prime Minister integrity the statutory deduction declaration was certified 2018, 2019, 2020. Why the IC has to go back from 2018? What does this make any sense? They go back trying to probe from 2018 come up until now. This doesn't make any sense to me as well.
After they have certified those years of financial records.
Exactly. How can you make sense of something that already been
The
certified?
investigation cannot go back to that. It cannot. They have to investigate round about the years which they have mentioned by going forward. They can't. For the years that have been certified, if they have gone back, that's why everybody has shuffled up, because the legal ramifications are going to be dire if they do such a thing. If they do commit such an act, they will have to speak to his lawyers in court about that one right there. But like I said before, the more people look into the report, the more we're seeing what is going on here.
But as I said, within the next few weeks, you will see people start sending their resignation of the IC. Just watch and see. This is what you will see start taking place. They don't know what them jar done upon themselves. You understand? And it going to be very deep, and some stuff we are going to hear. Me, for one, not going to surprise. I mean, one man holding a tea from day one.
But not surprise me that. Winner.
Chuck.
Hey, Johnny.
When last you call Cliff?
You know, so me I try to call Cliff for a week and me not get you. I've been a while since me call him, you know. Me I try to call him. Listen out for me Friday. Friday is a less traffic day. Me I go try Friday.
All right, little boy. What's up?
I wanted to ask a question. How many of
Hold on, we not want to say something. Hold on, we not want to say
sorry.
So currently, as we look at the IC Act, there is nothing in law to prevent them from going back to a report that they have certified. According to the IC, sometimes a thing might occur in the current declaration that might trigger them to look back at the past certified declaration. So when we are going to look at those laws and amend them, then those are some of the things that they need to discuss. It was an issue raised by Edward Wilmington, the Oversight Committee. So I think that is something that they would change going forward.
Okay, good. Love the clarity on that. But while you're at it, let me ask you the question I've been asking earlier. What is the legal standpoint behind the investigator stating that he will not certify it until he is satisfied? Are there any legal grounds for such a move?
At the end of the day, the DI himself cannot say, "Oh, my personal feelings," right? You have to be led by the evidence. And currently the evidence is saying that the Prime Minister is not involved in any form of illicit enrichment. Then why then is this report being held up? Why is it that the commissioners...
But hold on, Winner, I stop you. The ruling in the report, it stated that the statutory declaration will not be certified until he is satisfied. That's what it says.
Yeah, so he has put himself into the mix of things, and that's not supposed to happen.
He's not guided by law.
That is illegal, you know. You're supposed to be
In
led
this regard, he's not guided by law.
No, he's guided by his own personal opinion and feelings.
Wow. Talk about abuse of power.
But guys,
this is the question that needs to be ringing all over. This man is abusing his authority, and I believe he should be on his way. Like the brother up here so say in 2 weeks we should be getting resignation. It should have been written. It should have been written already. We should have gotten that already.
You like the hearing voice? You just a laugh. All right, so remember what in 2016 they went after the Prime Minister his house, right? And he had to reveal all of his financial dealings, as I think about 10 years of financial dealings for 3 media houses, right? And even when he did so, the PNP asked...
Roland, Orion, mute your mic, please. Yeah, go ahead, Winner.
Okay. Even when he did that, all of that, the PNP asked, is it certified by the Integrity Commission? Remember, this man has been handing over all his statutory declaration to the Integrity Commission for years, you know, and been certified year after year. And even when he released his statements, they were not satisfied. They were saying that, was it certified by the Integrity Commission? So, whatever you do, you know, there is always a question being asked by the PNP to muddy the water. And what they have done as a party is trying to take Jamaicans for ignorant or dunces, right? We are ignorant and read a document. And it seems like they are actually winning. Do you know that a political strategy of any political party, or most who find themselves to become communist, is to keep their people uneducated?
Yes.
Once you keep your population...
Look, that is why I always say that they like their lawyers and doctors, but the ones down here, the ones that will accept the $5,000 and vote, they don't regard them, and they don't want them to uplift their life. They don't want them to improve their educational level.
Hold on. Evidence of such a thing is the non-investment in education for the time they read.
Don't hold on there. So we have Orion.
Roy is saying that the JLP is corrupt. We want Roy to come into the box and tell us the corruption that he's talking about.
Yeah, we can invite. Yeah, Orion is up here. Let me. No. I don't know if Orion did mention it, but Orion said in the comments. He said, so no, Orion, I can't open your mic. He said, so there no problem with what the MP did. He should pay the tax like anybody else. Orion, open your mic, because we have to go explain this to you.
We need to
Orion?
educate people like him. Yes, man. Put him
Yeah,
up.
that me believe he's here. So
Yes.
maybe him don't know. So I think it's a teaching moment to
We need
explain.
one
Yes.
person. We
Because
need one person to
yes,
have a conversation with
Orion,
one person. Chavi, if
Orion,
you
you
want
can
to,
open your, you can speak up
or
now.
hold on, Sylvia. We need one person to have a discussion. Chavi or anybody who has knowledge of the
You
company.
can go ahead, winner. Winner, go ahead. But
I
Orion,
don't want. Me just come in and say, Chuck or any one of the persons want to take it, then they
no,
can
you
do it.
can explain to him
You do
why
it,
you
winner. You are
don't.
more.
See what he has
You
to say,
can do
guys.
it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's hear what he has to say. Let's hear what he has to say, and then we proceed. Let's hear what he
Yes,
has
let
to
him
say.
speak.
Orion, you have some question about the Prime Minister's taxes?
Hold on.
Orion, you can ask your questions now.
Turn on the mic, your friend. Turn
The
on the
mic
mic.
It's
on, man.
on.
The
Your
mic is
mic is
on, the baby.
on.
The
Your
mic
mic
on. The
is
mic on.
on.
The mic is on. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, man. We
Yes.
hearing
Hello?
you. We hearing you. Yeah, we hearing
Can
you,
you
my
hear
general.
me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
what I'm
Yes.
wondering, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Hearing you.
I'm wondering, isn't the Prime Minister allowed to pay his tax just like anyone allowed to pay their tax?
What is the nature of the Prime Minister's company? What does the companies do?
I am not sure what the
Even
company
start.
do, but I think if there is a
I would.
company and they're
I
doing
wouldn't even
trading,
start there.
what I think, are you going to
Okay.
allow
I
me to
wouldn't
talk?
even start there.
I
Chavi, hold
believe,
Hold
on.
on,
what
Pina. We're not
I
going to start
believe,
there.
yes, what
No,
I
no, me I go down
believe,
to
if
you. I go
there
down
is
to
a
you.
company and there's any form of trading on goods, money
Okay,
for
so
goods or services, I think that, can you hear me?
yeah, man,
I
we hearing
think
the
that there
talk.
should be some records of whether there is loss or there is gain or anything at all. If he needs to pay taxes or there is tax return needs to be returned back to him, I think that there should be transparency for whether it is prime minister or it's the small guys on the ground. I think it's all level should be recognized with their taxes and it should be transparency. I don't know if you guys have any explanation for that because obviously Jamaicans have explanation for that.
Okay, all right. So you can mute the mic now and I'll address that.
Okay.
So the Prime Minister's company is involved in buying stocks and bonds and whether it be global bonds or papers. We can agree on that, right?
You can
Okay.
respond, Orion. Orion,
We
you
can
can
respond. We
respond.
can agree on that because we need to lay the groundwork for what the companies do.
I think he's having internet
Okay.
connectivity
Okay.
issue.
It's okay now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Sure,
So
sure we can.
we can agree that the Prime Minister operation is legal in terms of his buy stocks and bonds and government papers, which are all legal, right?
Okay. Right?
Okay. So we get that, right?
Right.
Okay. So when you invest in a bond, which is
Right.
considered your capital,
Right.
and you get dividends from
Whose
those
capital? Whose
bonds or
capital?
interest
Whose
from those
capital is
bonds.
it?
Yeah.
Right.
And interest from those
Whose
bonds. Are
capital is
those
that? Hold
bonds?
on. Hold on.
Hold,
Hold on. Let's
hold
don't
on.
go so
Yeah, go
far.
ahead.
Whose
Okay.
capital is that? I heard that there is capital that was from a charity that was
No.
invested in some
The
part of
charity,
that
no,
too.
hold on. The charity is his.
You
Hold
are moving
on.
too fast.
Move
We
too
are
Yeah, go
talking
fast.
about
to
Slow down.
the operation of the company.
That's why I'm
We're talking about the
Orion.
okay.
operation of the
Everything
company.
can be
Orion,
explained to
hold on.
you. You
Orion,
just have to
you
wait.
asked one question and we haven't even gotten to explain that to you. You're going off into something else. So it would seem you don't really want an explanation on anything because you're already packed up with so much stuff. Because you ask a question, they say you need an answer. Wait for the answer now.
Okay, so I'm gonna speak now. So the nature of the company's operation, let's just remember that the Prime Minister had a company in the name of ADMAT. which was located in St. Lucia. But being the Prime Minister that he is, he saw it fit to move those companies back to Jamaica. So as he speaks now, the Prime Minister has no companies outside of Jamaica. The companies are invested in securities. So they buy stocks and bonds and green papers and government papers. Now, when you buy a bond, the bond pays an interest. That interest is taxed at source. Whatever you get from that belongs to you. TAJ cannot tax him again because that is double taxation. When you invest in stocks, stocks are not taxed because they don't tax capital gains. Capital gains are not taxed under the laws of Jamaica. So again, the company not going to pay tax on that. So whatever you do, once you're involved in those type of business, they are taxed at source. Now, in the financial statements which are being questioned, hold on, in 2021, the Prime Minister's company Imperium made over $5 million. And in 2022, he made over $6 million. But at the same time, the monies that is needed to run the business and run its operation cost consecutive years over $9 million. Therefore, the government, the Prime Minister made a negative or a net loss in the company's operation. You do not pay taxes on net loss. You only pay taxes on profits. And therefore, if the company is not profitable, you will always going to file a nil return. Does that answer your question, re taxation?
And I think you need to explain that in the IC report, they spoke about the nil return and then define nil underneath, which are two different things. So the meaning of nil return is different from nil.
I am going to find the document. Just give me a second because I always want to lead with the evidence, right? The evidence is always important because I have it right here. Let's give me a second. Here it is. Here it is. So, this is from the Director of Investigation. Indicated that Imperium filed a nil tax return for 2021 and 2022. The officer also confirmed that the submission of a nil ITO2 means that the company or business entity has not declared any income or expenses on the farm. The financial statements obtained, however, from the auditor for Imperium indicated that in 2021 and 2022, Imperium earned $5.12 million and $6.5 million, respectively, in dividend, exchange gains, interest, and income. The financial statements also indicated total total administrative and financial expenses of $9,700,591 in 2021 and $947,452 in 2022. So therefore, his cost to operate the business is far more than what he actually gained in terms of interest and all of those things. So you would have made a loss and a nil return.
Winner.
Yeah.
The figures you read for income just now, please remind them that dividend is taxed at source.
Let me go back there.
Capital gain isn't because it says those money were dividend and capital gain, which one is taxed at source and one isn't taxed.
All right. So dividend is taxed at source. Exchange gain is not taxed, right? You don't tax that. Interest is taxed at source, and other incomes, whatever they are taxed at source because the business operates in buying stocks and bonds. And even so, even when it mentioned interest and other incomes, even if you can't find those, the fact that your administrative expenses outperforms your total profits, it means you would have made a net loss and you would find a nil return. And the fact that he filed a nil return, it means that TAJ, Tax Administration of Jamaica, would have done its due diligence to say, okay, no man,
looked over the matter already.
I looked over the matter. So all of this information that we are reading now they got those from TAJ because it is in the report that they had approached TAJ for information about the Prime Minister already.
But you know what caused the confusion, Winner? There are many adults who have gone through their entire lives in Jamaica and have never filed tax before.
True.
People who have never filed tax have no understanding of this. So once they hear something, then just wait. That's not right. That not sound right. When they don't even.
This is why I wanted to come in and say to Winner,
That's true.
if it is possible where there is any other, without using the proper day-to-day financial terms, please, when you not explain, because you know, if you remember, enough people don't know A from Bullfoot. Remember, most people can't read and write. Do you think them are going to understand finances and how stocks and bonds work and how paying taxes work? They won't. So if you can break it down, because I'm sure Orion no give one mother F where you are said this right now.
Yes, I know. Listen to me. Normally, normally what happened? No, listen,
Let him speak, Philippian.
I'm in Boston. Listen, what normally happens in Jamaica when these guys they wanna hide away from the taxes.
Who is these guys?
All the JLPs. Dr. Morris, I'm from Montego. Listen,
so you're a PNP.
Let me tell you now.
Make him speak.
No, I am not whether PNP nor JLP. I am from.
No, yeah, need for go, man. Come on, don't
Hold on, guys.
You shouldn't remove him.
Hold on. This man not PNP nor JLP. But the only problem you have is with JLP. Make it accept because I'm an idiot now. Every problem we have, every complaint, every displeasure we have is with the JLP and none is with the PNP. The same PNP that has been named most corrupt political organization within. The same PNP which has been dubbed the most corrupt political organization in the Western world. That's the same PNP you have no issue with, you know. And you are not PNP nor JLP. Have a nice day, sir. Have a wonderful day. I hope you take into account the lessons that was taught and you will use it for your life.
You know what is funny?
Hold on,
I see a lot of people like.
Hold on. He said something, and we have over 200 persons on the live, and I don't want you to go and notice. He said only JLP set up companies to evade taxes, and we want you to be sure. Make it very clear.
I was going after that what he said. I was going after that what he said. Remember, he said that the JLP. And my question was going to be to him is that so do you, I was going to ask him, was he ever aware of how DB&G came to rise? Because I believe the sweetheart deal that DB&G got, that to me is what you call illicit enrichment because that involved the use of taxpayers' money. Andrew Holness
where is there in Bunting and Golden registered? Is it in Jamaica?
Yes, it is registered in Jamaica. But I believe it was sold, right? It was sold. But remember, yes, the genesis of it, it came from that deal that the then Finance Minister Omar Davis gave to Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and Chris Deering. Remember, that involved the use of taxpayers' money. That is a different matter from what we're talking now with the Prime Minister, with his businesses doing private transaction, they're twisting the narrative to suit them, Because if you should delve deeper into this matter now, because, time to time I tend to engage some of these PNP supporters, And when I see them mention about, Andrew is this and Andrew that. So, oh, so you're going to vote for PNP with someone like Peter Phillips? Do you know that Peter Phillips alone rack up more money than what each administration has cost the country in years? No, I don't know about that. And immediately I just dropped the conversation with them because they have already fed them the lies. They cannot see outside of it. And that is why this gentleman who just came on pretending as if he's neutral, he's not. Clearly he's not. He's not.
He's not, and he's from
I
Mobile.
don't think he
Mobile
was
media.
pretending to be neutral. I think you guys think that he was like he wanted a teaching moment, but he did not want a teaching moment.
Country Dragon. We want to talk to Country Dragon. You are next idiot.
Let me chime in.
Come in, like make a fool out.
No, he made a statement accusing the Jamaica Labour Party members of setting up companies for tax evasion. That is his thing. But I would ask him, his leader, Mark Golding, where does he have majority of his assets located? And is it that?
Exactly, that's what I was about to ask him as well, but I don't know why they kick him off the thing.
Ask country.
Just allow me to finish the point, please.
Yes, sorry, Rena.
Is it that Mark Golding has saw it fit to remove his assets from Jamaica and put them in an overseas trust fund where the Integrity Commission is unable to verify what is inside those assets? That gentleman has no business talking to us about the Jamaica Labour Party members when our Prime Minister saw it fit to move all of his assets from St. Lucia in the company that he's had that called ADMAT to set up Imperium and the other companies that he now have. The Prime Minister, as we see now, has no form of financial dealings outside of Jamaica. Right? And he was scrutinized for 6 months by a forensic auditor who found no evidence of taxpayers' money involvement in no form of illicit enrichment. You're talking about a Prime Minister that has rejected a salary increase of $28.1 million. And we are now here in Jamaica beating him down for $1.9 million. That is less than 1% of his earning, where any credible auditor would have rejected that and called that, they have a name for it. They immaterial in terms of the scope of things. You are telling me that a Prime Minister who refused $28 million per annum is trying to enrich himself in $1.8 million?
Go over such man, go ask for proof.
Huh?
All right.
Proven is a company or a liability company that was set up in St. Lucia. After they sold their assets in Bunting and Golding, they moved to set up their company in a tax haven, a country that does not disclose the financial dealings of that company when it is set up in there. You can't go there and look at it. The only way Proven is listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange now is by virtue of induction, where they come on and put their shares on the market, and you can go there and buy it. So initially when it came, it was not through initial public offering, it came by induction.
He has a holding company named Tajibi also.
And that company sat in the top 10 of Proven for a long while until other persons bought up more shares than him, where he's no longer in there. And Tajibi, since 2019, have racked up over $100 million in dividends from Proven. Where is that on Mark Golding's declaration?
Guys, for answer to those questions, let us welcome Gaffman. Gaffman, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, my boss Chuck. But good afternoon to the panel. And I have said to you, Chuck and Chopper, before, I strongly believe, many of you guys may not agree with me. I strongly believe that these platforms, these comments going on is doing a disservice to the Prime Minister, to be honest with you. I believe all of you guys want to defend the Prime Minister because you believe in the Prime Minister, which is nothing is wrong with that. But sometimes we need to take a step back and allow the Prime Minister and his attorneys to angle his affairs. People cannot, outside of the Prime Minister's circle, his family, his financial family, and who is angling his thing. Because remember, the Prime Minister must have advisors, Keep that in mind.
But Garfman, let me respond
Garfield,
to you.
hold on, Garfield.
Garfield. Let me say this to Garfield.
Garfield, now let me answer Garfield. So Garfield, you're saying us here in TikTok should keep quiet while the Orange Rangers continue to slander and spread more lies.
All right, you don't have to multiply
Garfield,
the
I
words.
need to come off of this.
Garfield, hold on, Garfield, hear the question.
You asked the question already, so allow me to answer the question.
Hear the question again, Garfield.
I hear the question. I don't need to hear the question again.
Hold on, Garfield. Hold on now.
Should keep quiet while the Orange Ranger Society continues to slander and spread misinformation.
Garfield, to tell me how the IC get their money. You think our Prime Minister pay him? Or are they getting their money? Whatever, Mr. Sir. Easy. Shut which mouth?
Open the mic and come again, Garfield. Open the mic and come again.
Garfield, if I take a come up and say nobody say it, better take your 2 bags and go on.
Well, I agree with. I know you wouldn't agree because what you guys are doing, you guys are creating chaos for the same people, the same Prime Minister that you want to protect.
So
we want to
Peter
protect. We are protecting the truth. We are protecting the
Peter
truth.
Bunting and Mark Golding do. What is Peter Bunting and Mark Golding doing, Gaffman?
Let me ask you a question.
Garfield,
we are educating people.
This is one of the worst positions you ever hear you take.
Chavi, give me a
Most of what you're saying makes sense, but this is the worst.
Give me a second. So Grafman, when Mark Golding, Peter Bunting and Donna Scott Motley.
But me did have to come here and say this.
Hold on. When Peter Bunting, Mark Golding and Donna Scott Motley held their press conference yesterday and asking questions about their report, when the very answer to the questions that they are asking is in the report, but what they did, they failed to identify why the director of investigation came to the conclusion towards those very questions. Their sole aim yesterday was to muddy the water and muddy the thoughts of Jamaicans. Do you agree that Mark Golding, Peter Bunting and Donna Scott Motley, what they did yesterday was okay?
And not only that, to add to that, me their work, let me just quickly say what me have to say. Garfield, we don't need you over here for come tell what we chat about Prime Minister. Go on over PNP live where they over there. I drag the Prime Minister name through the mud. And I see me never hear you call none of them and tell them.
Yeah, we never seen over there yet.
He's not going over there to caution them, say this is a matter that's been handled by IC, let the IC do it.
If him go over there, they might start thinking I'm Enos. Sorry.
We wait for PNP to defend him. Go on here. If you're not going to say left front over here.
There we go again. The level of ignorance is stupid. The Prime Minister is
stupid, like
advisors.
your mother. Come on, fire, son.
Run that, Philippian. Run that.
I was the one who removed him.
Listen, me bilingual, so me going at the mouth. And me I will be the academia and I will tell you about your mother at the same time. Don't play with me.
Why would we add Garfield though?
Chavi, they are used to the type of labor rights or the JLP who will sit by and let them destroy them with leader. They destroyed Bustamante. They destroyed Hugh Shearer. They definitely stunk Siaga into the ground. They undermined Bruce and destroyed him. But guess what? See, our Prime Minister Andrew Holness, we have stand up and we have fight fist to fist.
But you know what I want to say to you guys? People like him,
so the orgo that is
people like him, Philippian, people like him, at them of the Prime Minister ears. Me I go tell you this now, whether I don't want to believe it or not. People like him, at them of the Prime Minister ears, and I say, you know you're right. Sit back, let the lawyers deal with it. Don't say let the integrity, let it run its course. The truth will come out.
So far too long now.
That people like him. You know, a couple of years ago, I was in a conversation, and I was predicting me and Selena, and maybe 2 or 3 other persons, we were predicting the outcome of the 2020 election. And I was adamant that we would win more than 40 seats. And me and Selena said we are going to win about 51 or so. We did a go on with ourselves. And you know, one so-called learned laborite say, I don't know what you guys talking about because I have a seat at the table and I sit in rooms that you guys don't sit in. So it better if you stop because it's nonsense. And me I say, which room you sit down in are more important than the ground when me sit down pan every day I talk with the people. So sometimes these people, 1 minute, Travis, me I gotta lock my mic. But sometimes these are the type of persons who want to talk about, oh, that's why you hear them say you have elitist people in the party and them something because you have some type of people where want come tell other people what to do. And they are the ones who have them agenda. And when me write on my Twitter say beware of the enemies with him, are people like that man they may attack.
Kizzy.
Him not within.
Kizzy, him not within, you know. And that's why I tried to interject to ask you. The person who stopped you when you were, or who tried to contradict when you were predicting 40 and 50. Are you sure that person is a laborer? Because a lot of these people come out to say that there are things there that are not. Just like the young man that we just witnessed that came on and who is no P, but all his gross is with the JLP. Everything, all the problem we have in the world.
Is a P.
Sometimes, that's why sometimes they like how people political.
Hello, that's why I'm calling them dunce, them a dunce.
It might sound stupid. It might sound stupid, but sometimes you need to know people political affiliation and them history. Because when you hear them come with them thing, you have to take what them I say with a grain of salt because you don't know which part them come from with them corrupted mind.
Yeah, man, you can't. What you know? It's a Gaffman, Kizzy. Maybe your first encounter with Gaffman. Notice me never call him Gaffman, I call him Garfield. Right? Because, hold on the petal, let me get this across. Notice me never call him Gaffman, I call him Garfield, which is his actual name and the name he used to use on TikTok. And he has gone all over TikTok and made so much of a fool of himself that he knew that if he came under his correct name, he would not be added. Hence, the Gaffman thing. But as soon as he speak, me make sure me identify him. So you can't fool nobody over yourself. If I was moderator, I'm going to drop him from the moment he speak. And I say, I feel like we're not wasting no time with him. It's a waste of time.
I don't want.
Yeah, this is what the people like, you know, the stupid people them.
Just a second. We have over 200 people on the live here. And we really not get nowhere because some of us are opening up our mics all at once. Just allow somebody to complete the point. And then when they land with us, somebody else take up it. Please, maybe gonna. Thanks.
Hold on, I did just get so mad a while ago because I see the one dirty Sydney come over here.
No, I like him. He's gone already.
Gone, yeah.
They take care of the rubbish.
Yeah.
No, hold on, Philippian. You interject, you know, land yet. Makes it done, Sydney. Yeah, listen, me give petal our rope, you know, so Lego know. And they don't care.
We not boss me, you know. We not boss me. Let me tell you something. You see PNP have one anti-joy, anti-success towards labor rights and an anti-joy feeling about labor rights. You see PNP no want to see labor rights ever talk. They don't want to see labor rights happy. They always want to try to muzzle it. And I can tell you that my experience and even growing up. I remember there was a PNP woman in my community when I grew up. And me and her pitting them we are come from school. And we do the same thing, you know. So we are come from school and we stop when a guinea season, for example, and we get guinea. When you hear that woman complain about me must get beaten before me go to my bed. Me must. And fear picking them walk scotch free, nothing at all. But she can always complain and tell my mother, because my father no chat to comrades. And me never forget one day my father say, you see PNP, them are propagandists and them anti-joy. Them not like the people, them not like the labor rights happy. And anyhow you put your hand for me picnic one more time for that woman there. Watch and see what happen to fear her and fear her mouth. I saw them stay. So that's why I have no patience with them.
You see, guys, that is a conversation. You see, that same argument where you hear Gaffman have a while ago is a conversation where me and him have. And Travi, The very same question you ask him is the same question I had asked. I said, I will agree with you, and I will tell all the laborites them to stop discuss it. But you have to go over to the PNP and tell them to stop it too. Anytime you get them to stop, we will stop. As long as they're attacking, we will be defending. So it is the very same answer, not one word different that I gave him. Right? So I am glad he come and he hear from everybody else. It's the same thinking. You can't come tell me say we mustn't defend the leader while your people them well, me not call him people them because I suspect that should an election be called no one got and have a vote.
You can't call a spade a beehive or whatever. It's call a spade. This man is a PNP. And him come over here to come distract people. Look, this man need to go look for him mama and him papa and go find out them agenda, man, and stop fuck around.
I'm with a person name. Let me try to figure out where hold on there. Mario, yes, Mario. Listen, you see Garfield, I know him well. And every time me and Garfield buck up, he always get embarrassed because I sat on TikTok and hear Garfield come on, Lord, the PNP, and I praise them and I said they make him end up a foreign and this and that and Harsted and whatever in the 90s. And on a different program, when PNP is being hammered for something that they did and he wasn't pleased, he distanced himself from them. And I had was to remind him. So Garfield, when we met, this is how we met. So do not come with that type of thing because you will not distance yourself from PNP now to pretend to be a friend of a labor, right? We don't work so. Uno non change and can't change. As soon as then give you what you're supposed to get, you're gone back to the same old thing because you don't have this thing here. Stockholm syndrome. Yeah? I know band servants. So me not want to do can't surprise me. I was not surprised with his take. It's just their rubbish take, as usual. Their normal rubbish, not thought out process. Like I said, we are living in the information age and people are more informed about happenings right now and are making better decisions, and that's why they're not getting traction. I wouldn't say brainwash or more, they're indoctrinated because indoctrination is even worse.
In order to be brainwashed, you'll actually need a brain.
And that's what they not have. They don't have no brain, none at all.
Let me chime in. You know how a cult is formed? A cult is able to be formed
right now, don't a compound.
A cult is able to be formed when, despite the evidence proving that your leader is lying, your leader is being deceptive to you, your leader is questioning your level of intelligence, and despite all of those glaring realities staring in your face, you still choose to support your leader. And that is why the new movement of the PNP is nothing but a cult. Yeah?
This is not the new movement. The PNP has always been a cultist organization.
But at least then they have a little bit of decorum about them, man. Then they have
people follow blindly, you know.
They have a little bit of demure about them. But since this is when I come, we are lead the party. No, for God, then is
10 million. Remember, 10 million in pay for the PNP. 10 million in pay for the PNP. He bought the PNP for 10 million. And now he's insulting their intelligence. He's emasculating when he needs to emasculate.
A senior member of the PNP in terms of Lisa Hanna and Damian Crawford was on television in an interview stating that the other side of the campaign was buying votes during the presidential election. And me say it on YouTube and it on the internet, you can go search for it. They are on record saying that the other side, which involved Mark Golden and the other comrades, were buying votes in the presidential election. So,
Other big supporters of the PNP have already stated publicly a 10 million in pay for the PNP. And that's why he's out, because he's spending 10 million, he's now emasculating who he needs to emasculate, kick out who he needs to kick out, and expose who he wants to expose, and just running it as if it's his own personal business. Because he paid the money for it, a 10 million in bite for it. It is well known. It is well known that he bought the PNP for 10 million. He take over leadership after him spending 10 million. And now they can't do anything because more than a lot of them are just trying to save face if you just try and go with him. But they know it's not going in a direction that is, that is in line with the actual vision of the PNP or their past leaders.
True. But he emasculated his best friend and his partner. I don't know how persons are really see this as a conflict of interest. Your best friend and your business partner, you appoint him as a senator. Nobody raise a question about it. No red flag, no show up, nobody no complain. All right, cool enough. But your best friend and your business partner want for a long time, want to do hope a business and make no millions, was on record in 2013, I think, chastising Vybz Kartel for his lifestyle and what it does and what he is to society, and he celebrated having him as a resident in him lockup, in him jail, him celebrate. But yet you parade the same man on stage the other day. Where was Peter Bunting in the conference? He could not speak because he was emasculated. His balls was removed by Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell,
Mark Golding is a collector of balls.
Oh yeah, man, he take Phillips balls.
Palwell.
He take Palwell's balls. He take where the former health opposition and health name again?
Fenton.
No man, the other one. Guy.
Gamorius guy.
Oh, you take Guy's balls.
Balls. He take Jaws balls. Him take all woman balls him take.
Yeah, can take me a balls and
he went for finance ministry.
In take question.
Okay, he take balls a long time, man. Not even scrotum in he man take
balls too.
Which George? Which George from Finside?
You take Hilton balls too.
Dr. Draws, the matter.
Oh, Draws, yeah. Draws could even identify one to Melissa, so I don't know how him figure count.
I haven't heard from him in a minute. What happened to him?
Because he will soon be replaced. He will soon be replaced by such man.
Winner, that's exactly what I heard. That's why I asked the question what happened. He was running for bitch of the week in the paper every time as you turn at him that I scream about something.
Anytime you see them disappear or replace, they get replaced. Or they are going to be replaced. When you know the same vocal. Oh, the PM is live? Oh yeah, sir. What
platform? Which platform?
Let me go and check.
If the PM is live, I am ending now. We go over there.
Just stream. Alright, if you want to. Okay,
we go over there. Go get it.
No, we could go over there and then we'll come back.
Which platform?
He's live because he just pop up on my thing.
Yes.
What platform?
We're going over PM page. On TikTok, we're going over PM page.
All right.
Prime Minister.
We're going to the Prime Minister's TikTok page, people, please live.
TikTok page,
Okay.
yes.
So hand over